So, what is love? I think a lot of people get love mixed up. Um, there's two options of love, I would say. There's options of lust, hookups, all of that. And there's another reason that I will get to. But this video is really about stuff that needs to get out that I went through, and not just me, a lot of other people. There's some people in the world that didn't have to go through it at all, which they are very lucky. But people that went through it change a lot. But what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter who it is. For me, I'm gonna say girl, but if you're a woman watching this, or you was a guy or a girl, but so I'll just say whoever. But for me, I'll say a girl. Um, I would say you and this person, so me and this girl. But I'll do the person. So you and this person. Sorry, where's my fault? You and this person. You start off as friends, right? Now this does happen to a lot of people because it has happened to me. But say you and this person, right? Become friends, start to know each other so much, start bonding, start getting chemistry through the roof, start knowing each other like if you knew each other for years to come. Like, there's days that something happens weird, you you two, like, it's not weird because you are so used to them, right? If you know what I'm saying. But like, it just doesn't matter. But you and this friend, you start to get feelings for this friend, right? And maybe they confronted you about it too. But you continue off as friends, right? And there's months come, months pass, 4 to 5 months, you're in it still, right? And thing is, you're questioning yourself, well, like, what is this? Like, what am I in? And you're afraid to ask her the same thing, but you do. Or, yeah. And, or the person, my fault, what it is. And they say they really try to avoid it. They stay hidden about it. They don't want to commit with another person in a relationship. They don't want to do it. They just want to keep it how it is. And that's what I like. In your, the thing is, you don't want to make her or him upset about it, but question it, and they say they try to avoid it. They stay hidden. It's like they're frozen. But they're doing things that friends don't do, and that's what's called friends with benefits. Friends with benefits is something that I went through recently. A couple, I would say not too long. I would say almost. It's been a year, but ended in July, June, July. It's currently February 10th right now, right? It's been a long time, but friends with benefits is something that a lot of people don't want to go through. I went through it, unfortunately, but I'm definitely not the same person who I was before I met her. I'm definitely changed. The thing is, you start to realize that you don't it doesn't matter what you and that person are. It's because you're afraid to, like, ask again once ahead, but you also are cool of what's just going on because you're doing things with her or him, with the person, and it's keeping you whole. It's bringing you joy. It's bringing you comfort. It's bringing everything that you want that person to bring you, and you don't want to ask, so you just keep letting it ride out, and then eventually you let it ride out until they leave. And they leave for two reasons. They leave because One, they didn't want a relationship with you. They didn't want to commit themselves with you. Number two is you broke their trust. The moment you break their trust, you're like wiped off the earth for them. You're not. After all of that, you mean nothing to them. It's like you were never there. It's like you just never met them. That's the thing about love that hurts. But it wasn't really love because they left. And yeah, you could have had good memories with them. That's where I think nostalgia plays a big factor in life, especially in love, because this is where, say they blocked you, or they just left you, they ghost you completely, because you broke their trust. Now look, there's two options of why you could have broken their trust. It's either one, you did something and it's totally your fault, or number two, you found something out that could have hurt you later on that they didn't want you to find out or hear anything about, but you found out anyway because you saw or you seen or heard. And they leave just like that, and they could have protected yourself. That's the thing. The thing is, love is not lust. It's not hooking up with people. It's not doing all that. Love is about that person staying with you when you're at your lowest possible, and they are giving you love every day of the week. They're not giving you love one day and then the next day they're not, and then the 3 days go on, they're giving you love and then they're not. It's a whole cycle repeat. Love is when they're giving you love every day, when you're at your lowest, at your highest, at every possible moment. And the thing is, there's two roads when you're healing. You miss that person so much, that's where the nostalgia comes in. You start to think about the memories, and you say you're blocked. Like I said, you try to find every possible way, and I'll admit, this has happened to me. I'm blocked on everything, almost, I think, but try to find every possible way how to get them back. You know everything about the person. You got so close, but the one thing you can't do or you don't know how to do is bring them back, to fight for them back. And you'll try to text them or tell your friends anything to get them back, right? And it won't work. And the thing is, this is where the healing stage is for me. I'm like over it almost. I'm right there. I think I got 1 or 2 months and I'm good. But I would say the last three, so mine left in July or June. July I was perfectly fine. I was like, I'm just gonna give her time, space, all that. I didn't need that in my life, Late August, it was starting to hit. Middle of August, it was starting to hit. But I was going into college. But I'm not in college no more. I'm a full-time electrician, right? But I'm going into college. I'm not really worried about it. Me and her were supposed to go to the same college too, by the way. She never went. But I wasn't really worried about it. But then September, October, November, December all came, and I was depressed. I broke out with acne so bad. It's good now, but I never had acne so bad in my life, and it was probably because of that. I had no confidence, no hope. But I'm all good now. I'm all good. It's just, there's still, I think, a piece that's just hanging in there, waiting for her to come back. But, I always see these videos on my social media that this initial will come back. And it's always her initial, right? But I doubt it. People always say they come back, but it still has yet to happen. But like I'm saying, there's two roads you can look. There's one road you can stay back and keep begging and trying to fight so hard for them to come back and keep falling in the same stage, same healing process over and over. And there's another stage where you can look forward and realize that it's time to move on, it's time to let them go, that it's not worth it no more. And if you keep fighting for someone that doesn't want to change, or if you keep fighting for someone that is not mature enough, or you keep fighting for someone that can't let go of their past, or you keep fighting for someone that you heard things about behind the scenes, or you recently did, and they were doing that behind your back, but you're still fighting for them, that's you don't deserve that person. And I found out the hard way that you don't deserve them. Now, when the timing is right, God will bring back two people. He'll reunite two people if it's meant to be. If it's meant to be, he'll bring them back. If it's not, then that was preparation. It was just to get you away from things that would have hurt you even more in the future. Just trust God's plan. But I came up with this quote on my own actually. If you lived without it before, you can live without it again. And you can't change a person who doesn't want to be changed. And if that person's not willing to change or grow up, mature a little bit, then it's not, is she or him really worth that? And do you really want to go fall down that hole again and bring yourself back up? If they come back, then they can come back. But there's two options. You can either bring them back, and you could either try again and maybe it'll work, or you can fall down that hole again and go through everything that you just went through. Or number two, they want to come back, but you say no and you move on because you're doing better, because you found peace, you found clarity, you found the calmness, you're not stressing about anything. Love can be tricky, love can hurt, and love can bring you a lot, can bring you joy. But I work with a dude that's 34 years old, and he's married, and he's been with the same girl since he went to high school. That is a high school sweetheart love story right there. That's why I say most people or some people in the world don't go through that. They don't go through friends with benefits. They don't go through heartbreaks or cheating. It's crazy, but on the other side they do. And it's very complicated, man. Love is. But like I said, love is always being there at your lowest when it matters the most. Not twice out of 7 days a week, not 3 times out of 7 days a week. It's every day. Now look, it's okay to not be okay. That's one thing I learned about this year and last year. And it's not even that, it's just you're not going to keep fighting for the same person that doesn't love you. They left you because they found someone else. They came to you because you treated them so right, and a good feeling they haven't felt in a long time because they forgot what it meant and they got tired of it, so they found someone new. It happened to me. But I'm doing okay. My goal is to get my future right and getting my money up. Full-time electrician, full-time gambler too, and a little day trade too. But yeah. But sometimes it's good to let things go. But like I said, God will bring you back. Will bring that person back if it's meant to be. The thing is though, do you really want to go? Like I'm gonna say, change. Change is a very big thing while healing. You're not the same person who you were before you met them. You're totally different. You think things different. You change things differently. You do things differently. Because not only do you, when you're healing, there's songs. Like, there's memories, like I said, with the nostalgia. Nostalgia plays such a big role in love. And there's memories that, say, if you're listening to a song and it reminds them of that person that you once loved or still do. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. And healing, all that. I went through that. I really did. It's not easy, but because I've talked to other women um after, but I talked to the other woman after, but I realized it wasn't the same because it wasn't her. Myself, my true self was not trying to let her go when I wasn't even talking to her. And I'm sure that has happened a lot to people, and not just me, just to everyone, probably whoever's watching this video as well. It's just not the same, doesn't feel the same. That's a part of the healing stage, that's the part of the nostalgia, the memories. It hurts, but you'll get through it. If I get through it, you could definitely get through it. I feel like I got 1 or 2 months and I'll be perfectly fine. Um, but yeah, something about love, man. Like I said from the beginning, love can be very painful. It can also be very, very enjoyable. It can bring you warm. It can bring you cold. But it's only temporary. Cold's only temporary until you find that right person, or unless they come back and they're actually ready this time. But that is a risk, a big risk that you're willing to take to accept that person in again, or to move on and find someone better. But love is something I would say it's very complicated, but we all figure it out on our own and with God. And love can be a lot. It can be hard sometimes. People fight, and that's okay. It's normal. Everyone fights. But like I said, love will always be a great feeling and also can hurt. But that great feeling also comes back.